Morning, good people. How are you all? Today I'm sitting here contemplating some things in the world. I got a beautiful message from a friend of mine thanking me for a post that I did a few weeks back. It was a really beautiful message, and it just got me thinking further about things and primarily language and the words that we use in the media to depict what's going on and things like that. So I've been jotting some stuff here, and I'm very keen at the moment, and I'm been concentrating on this for quite a while, a long time, and it's always something that's, I guess it's bothered me, and how language is so important and how it's put out there is really dangerous at times, and affects people's opinions, stands, all of it. So the words that we're sitting on right now are really SEMITE, SEMITIC, Anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. So I've been doing a little digging, and I looked at the Oxford Dictionary, and the description is, for a Semite is a member of any peoples who speak or spoke Semitic languages, including in particular the Jews and the Arabs. So Semitic, number one, relating to or denoting a family of languages that include Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic, and certain ancient languages such as Phoenician and Akkadian, constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic family. 2, relating to the peoples who speak Semitic languages, especially Hebrew and Arabic. Anti-Semitism, hostility to or prejudice against Jewish people. So suddenly it's been depicted down to one group of people, which amazes me, but it doesn't at the same time. And this came about in the late 19th century and was a word that was put together by, again, the English, or the British should I say, and was introduced into the English language in the 19th century. The word was used quite rarely until, of course, the 40s or 30s, should I say, during the Second World War, and it has been on a steady increase ever since then. And the last thing that I could find on a record was 2019, where it's at its peak. Islamophobia, dislike or prejudice against Islam or Muslims, especially as a political force. This word was introduced into the British language in the 1920s, again by the British. And it's been used on a very low, steady graph, if you like, until the early 2000s, where it just took a huge peak. And again, according to Oxford Dictionary, 2019, again, it was at its peak. But the rise of it has just escalated in the last, I guess, 20 years. And it's crazy. And I'm just, I don't believe in any of it. I just think the language is wrong. Anti-Semitism over Islamophobia. The thing with Islamophobia is that the whole word is based in the Latin of phobia, which is fear, that's wrong. It should be anti-Islamic in the same sentiment as anti-Semitism. But no, we use Islamophobia because it is a fear. And that's again, to do with this, with terrorism, political system. But, you know, and I'll say it, a terrorist really depends on what side of the fence or who you are on. If you're a freedom fighter or a terrorist, depends on, you know, your media propaganda machine, and you know, what you are being conditioned to believe depending on your geo position. I laugh, but it's really sad, and words really cause a lot of our problems. You know, like, people use the word conflict, people use the word war, but really in all essence, the truth of the matter, it's a genocide. And one side is going to see it one way and another side is going to see it the other, but the reality of humanity is that it's a genocide. And, you know, it's you know, I just can't understand how the political machine of the Israeli government just seems to let it run with their friends, the United States, and unfortunately my country, Great Britain. Great Britain and United Kingdom, there's some words that need to be looked at, because Great Britain is not really that great. And if you really look at things, the United Kingdom is really not that united. And that's just the reality of where we are right now in this 21st century, hitting 2024. I don't know what I'm really trying to say. I'm just really trying to, you know, how language is twisted and changed. But there's evidence within a dictionary that tells you what an actual word meant previously, and how things were changed and at what times they were changed. And, you know, considering that, you know, Islamophobia is in the 20s, you know, and all of this problems have been going on for so long, it's just a shame that we can't, you know, even explain a dislike or even a hatred in the same way. We can't use the same language. We have to note something different to make one hatred a little bit different. And if you break down and analyze the words, it's really pretty crazy. You know, it's, you know, going back to the terrorist thing, Yasser Arafat, the leader of the PLO, was considered a terrorist, but years later he was given a Nobel Peace Prize. We go 180 everywhere, and I don't know and can't see an end to this in our current climate. But yeah, it's something to be aware of, you know, what words are being used, and the language to you know, increase, you know, flame the anger, the hatred, the animosity. And we're just all human. You know, if you peel the skin off someone, they all look the same. And it's just this one little veneer that separates us and our geological positions. And it's a shame. We have more in common than we have as an opposite. Be strong, people. Be good human beings. Stand up for what is right. It's important. Be well and live now.